Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining once again. Please forgive me for this computer. I'm having issues here with this camera here. I hope it don't stall. But anyway, um, to me, this is kind of comical, but I just wanted to talk on it because I think it's comical. Jasmine Crockett is reportedly filing to run for U.S. Senator. So let's get right into this U.S. Senate. So let's get right into this article, and then I'm going to talk a little bit on this. I think it's comical. I think it's funny, but I also think that it's something that a lot of people should pay attention to because it shows the state of the Democratic Party right now. The article says Representative Jasmine Crockett has filed paperwork to enter the Democratic primary for the United States Senate hours after former Representative Colin Allred dropped out of the race. Just ahead of the state's 6 p.m. Monday deadline for candidates to officially enter their paperwork ahead of the March 3rd primary, a source told CBS News Texas that Crockett has completed her filing and is set to announce her campaign later in the day. Instead of running for the Senate seat currently occupied by Senator John Cornyn, Allred declared that he will be running for a seat in Texas's new 33rd congressional district, Breitbart News reported. Crockett stated last week that she was, quote, closer to yes than I am no on running for Cornyn's seat, arguing that a coalition of black and brown voters would help her win. That right there ought to be enough to make smart black people stand back and say, wait a minute, black and brown vote. Oh, these progressives and these Democrats and these liberals make me sick with this black and brown bull crap. Let's go on. Oh my God. Why do I deal with these people, man? Why do I even do this sometimes? I wonder why I do this. Well, I know why I do this. I do this so that I can get the load off. Because talking in person to people like this is just impossible for me. I am through talking to people on the left in person. They just talking about politics to people on the left. It's a waste of my time. I can't stomach it. But anyway, I digress. She is slated to face Texas State Representative James Rico in the Democratic primary with a late October poll from the University of Houston and Texas State University showing her beating him by 6 points. The Republican primary contenders include Cornell. I'm not going to name all these people. It's a lot of them. Okay. With Crockett running for Senate, the 30th congressional district she has represented since 2023 will be up for grabs. A source familiar with the situation told CBS News Texas last week that Representative Mark Vesey will run in a newly redrawn district. Jasmine Crockett's shenanigans are an embarrassment to Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas except her ability to win this race, Republican National Committee spokeswoman Delaney Bummer said in a statement to Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett leading her primary is the latest sign that the Democratic Party is being run by radical leftists, said a spokesperson from the National Republican Senate Committee, which is backing Cornyn. Crockett said herself no Texas Democrat is beating John Cornyn, and the threat of her in the U.S. Senate makes it clearer now than ever that Cornyn is the only conservative who will keep Texas red and safeguard President Trump's Senate majority. That's the end of that. Whatever. Like I said, I think this is kind of comical, and I just wanted to talk a couple of minutes on it because here's the deal with Jasmine Crockett. I really personally don't know much of her policies. I really don't, because I'm going to be honest with you, and you guys may be like, oh, man, Mr. Bolin, how could you even say, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know much of her policies. I know she's a Democrat. That's about all I know. And I know what this person said here, this congressperson said here, that her views are radical. She has radical leftist views, okay? Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It could be a tactic that the Republican senator is using to try to attack Jasmine Crockett, whatever. I don't know. Here's my deal with Jasmine Crockett. And regardless of whatever policies she may be pushing, which in my opinion, though I don't know much about her policies, I'm pretty sure they stink, okay? That's not what gets me with her. What's comical about Jasmine Crockett is the fact that of the way she talks, the way she acts. She is ghetto. The few times, or the way, or rather, she talks ghetto. Now, the few times that I have heard her talk, okay, it's embarrassing and it's disgusting. Because from what I understand, she can talk very professional. I think she's a semi-educated woman. She can talk very professional. Okay? She can. But when it comes down to talking to black and brown people, like she claims she does, she talks like, I don't know, somebody from the street. You know, girl, and all this blackity black, you know, stuff that, you know, people in the streets and in the hood talk like. It's embarrassing. And I feel like, why do you as a black politician have to talk that way towards your black constituents? Couldn't you just talk like a regular human being? Couldn't you just talk regular English? I get it. You want to find common ground. But to me, talking ghetto is not common ground. That's a debasing form of talk. It's embarrassing to hear her talk sometimes. I can't, when I listen to her or try to listen to her, it's very, very hard for me to listen to her. I have to read her comments. I've said that before with different politicians, that it's hard for me to listen to them, like Kamala Harris. To sit straight through and listen to her talk is very difficult for me because she tosses these word salads and it's all kinds of cucumbers, croutons, tomatoes, pellets, dog poop. Everything is in that salad that Kamala Harris tosses in there, and it's aggravating to me. It frustrates me. And I really literally cannot listen to them talk because I know they're lying. I know they're full of BS, and it's very difficult. I have the greatest respect and honor for people like ABL and Brandon T. Tatum and others that sit up and listen to the entire speeches of these people. I got great respect for them. I just don't have it in me. I can't do it. I just can't do it because it's a turnoff for me because I know in my heart you're full of BS. That's the issue with me. And for her to run for Senate, you know, to me, the impression I'm getting is that she's running off of this idea that I'm going to talk a certain way to appeal to black and brown people. Now, my word is to the black and brown people out there is have some sense. That's my word. Don't let someone like her get up there and talk ghetto to you and appeal to your ghetto mindset and vote for him. Lord have mercy, Jesus. To me, it's comical. It's like, where are the thinkers at, man? Where are the people who are able to give facts and proper data in you know, the political field? Where are they? You know, where are they? You know, you can be exciting. I get it. You need charisma and all that. And I'm not going to say Jasmine Crockett doesn't. She's not. Someone was saying she's fun to watch. She's entertaining. Okay, but I've never sat and listened to her long enough to know. It doesn't entertain. When you're talking like that, that doesn't entertain me. That turns me off. So for somebody else, she may be entertaining. To me, she's not. It makes my stomach hurt. But in terms of like charisma and so forth, maybe she has that. I don't know. But it can't be just charisma. It can't be just charisma and good looks. It can't be a Zoran situation like in New York. Zoran, he's relatively handsome. He's very articulate. He's charismatic. His campaign was a brilliant campaign. All of that. But all of those factors were played up and ignored the tragic concepts of his policies. Now that he's about to be placed in and inaugurated, We're going to see what happens over the long run. Hopefully all that crap he's pushing will not happen. If so, New York will be, it won't be like that song that came out in the 70s, New York City, New York City. Well, it won't be in that anymore. What's the name of it? Native New Yorker. You a native New Yorker. You're going to be a native New Yorker, all right. It's a 70s disco song sung by this group, trio of singers, disco singers. Title of the song was Native New Yorker. But anyway, great song, by the way. But if they fool around, it won't be that anymore. Charisma alone and comical relief alone, I don't think is sufficient, people, to put someone in office, to vote someone in office. And I'm not going to even talk about skin color, white, black, Muslim, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that because that to me is that's asinine. That's baby stuff. Anyone should have sense enough to know not to vote for someone simply because they're black, or simply because they're white, or simply because they're Mexican, or this or that. Anyone should have sense enough not to vote for them simply for those reasons. But you got people doing it, but I'm not going to even get on that because to me that's stupid. That's just pure dumb and stupid. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to do it too. I'm honest. I'm not anyone special. I used to do it too. But I've always been the kind of person that progresses in life. I've always been the kind of person that grows in knowledge and understanding. When a person refuses to grow in knowledge and understanding when they know they can, and when the opportunity is there to do so, and they know the opportunity is there to do so, and they know this would enlighten them, but they refuse to do so, whatever happens to them is whatever happens to them. I don't feel sorry for them. Boom, poof, be gone. You chose the route of hell, so go, bye. You chose to be dumb, and now you got to deal with the consequences of that. But anyway, going back to this, let's see how this turns out. Let's see if she gets it. If she gets it, if she gets a spot in the primary, we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if she's going to actually get in and become and get the Senate seat. We'll see. If she gets it, it just goes to show you the black and brown people that she's trying to reach. What method is she using to reach them? Huh? She using the ghetto fabulous mindset that she always has. It's stupid to me. It's stupid. But anyway, that's what I think about that. There's nothing much else to articulate on it other than the fact that this is comical. And I hope she loses. I hope she loses. I hope she loses. I hope she gets kicked out. I hope she drops out the first day. I hope she drops out the first day. Oh, Mr. Bowling, that's so negative. Why would I be positive about someone like her? Come on, man. Why would I be positive about someone like her? A raving idiot Democrat that don't know just as ghetto as I don't know what. Why? Come on, you can get it, baby. Come on. Come on, get out of here. Go on somewhere with that. I hope she lose. Period. Bottom line, I'm not taking it back. I'm praying for her. I'm going to go on a 3-day fast and pray and fast for God. Lord, make her lose. Make her lose in the name of right now. Oh, make her lose right now, right now. Come on, make her lose. Come on, power of God, fall on it right now and make her lose. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on a 3-day shut-in for her to lose. So she won't be ghettoing everybody up in the district she in. But anyway, what do you guys think about her trying to run for this Senate seat? You think this is ridiculous? You think it's okay? You think what if she gets in, she's going to really help her constituents or what? I think she's going to ghetto everybody out if she wins. But anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section. Don't like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.